Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Hey, let's live universe. It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome back to NXT, on the road now to NXT TNA Worlds Collide. We are only a few weeks away from the big event, the big merging event, 3 weeks from this upcoming Saturday, September the 7th. And we are kicking things off with a match that was originally advertised for the Great American Bash last weekend, and I do apologize that it didn't happen. The legitimate excuse is, I forgot it was on the card. It wasn't written in my run sheet, and it didn't happen because of that. But it is a 6-man tag team matchup. As out first, it is JD McDonagh, the Irish Ace, making his way to the ring, and he is teaming up tonight with the Gallus boys, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, making their way down to the ring. Mark Coffey and Wolfgang ready for action here. They came up short against Briggs and Jensen a couple of weeks ago, and that is what sparked this 6-man tag matchup tonight. We still don't know who Briggs and Jensen's partner is, and we'll be finding out in just a moment. So, Gallus have made their way to the ring, and their opponents. Here they come. Josh Briggs and Briggs Jensen making their way down to the ring. Briggs and Jensen ready for action tonight. So, big matchup here tonight for them. We're about to find out who their tag team partner is. Been told the GM, Bobby Roode, helped them find a partner tonight. Oh, and hold on just a minute. Their tag team partner tonight is Cowboy James Storm. James Storm making his way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for James Storm. First time we've seen him in a little while. We saw him in the Gauntlet a few weeks ago as well. So, James Storm teams up with Briggs and Jensen. Jensen. Brooks Jensen taking down JD McDonagh out of the gate now. McDonagh with a big chop now, knocking him back here. Big jab there, super kick, knocking him down. And now McDonagh, springboard, goes for a moonsault. Briggs Jensen out of the way. And now Brooks Jensen back to his feet. Brooks sends him into the corner now. Big chop there, knocking him back. Kicks him in the ribs now, knocking him down. And again, putting the boots to him repeatedly now is Brooks Jensen. As down goes McDonagh. Getting picked back up to his feet now. JD McDonagh. Back up with a big chop there from Brooks Jensen now. McDonagh grabs a hold of him, pulls him in. McDonagh. Spanish fly. Into a cover now on Brooks. Cover, no. Now Brooks back to his feet. Tag made. Josh Briggs is in. And the big boy Josh Briggs, 6'7", enters the mix. Josh Briggs boots him in the face. Goes for another one. McDonagh out of the way. McDonagh falls flat on his back, though. Now McDonagh back to his feet. Gets shoved away by Brooks. by Briggs now, and McDonagh finding a way forearm strike, knocking back Briggs Jensen. Comes back in, and big shoulder barge there from Josh Briggs, knocks him down. And now Briggs, elbow into the back attempt, in comes Mark Coffey. And now Mark Coffey with a big chop now, knocking him back, grabs a hold of him. Mark pulls him in, counter, Josh Briggs knocks him back now, and now Josh Briggs pulls him in, grabs onto him, and throws Mark Coffey across the ring. Drops the elbow on him now, taking him down again is Briggs. Now Briggs getting back up to his feet now, knocking him back. This has been like a 3-year thing of me constantly getting these two's names mixed up. And now Mark Coffey kicking the leg, knocking him back. Mark grabs a hold of him now, and Mark Coffey pulls him in. Clothesline. Tag made. Wolfgang is in now, and back in comes Briggs Jensen. Jensen gets run over by Wolfgang. Getting back up to his feet now, and Wolfgang with Briggs Jensen. Jensen counters, pulls him in. Big clothesline, knocks him down. Knee strike, taking him down again. Grabs all of them, getting him back up to his feet now, and now Jensen firing away at him here. Briggs Jensen knocking him back. Big forearm strike, and Brooks kicks him in the ribs, and Famouser knocks him down. Brooks now into a cover on him. Takes him down. 1, 2, no! And Wolfgang staying in it there. Briggs Jensen now getting him back up to his feet here. Brooks connects to him again. Big chop there, knocking him back again. Briggs Jensen comes in now, and now Wolfgang grabs a hold of him, scoops him up on his shoulders, and Wolfgang taking him down. Back in the corner, tag made back to Mark Coffey. And now Mark Coffey coming back in. No, countered. Jensen knocking him back now, and Briggs Jensen pulls Mark Coffey in. Briggs Jensen, sit out powerbomb. Goes for the 1, no. Tag made back to Josh Briggs now, and now Briggs grabs onto Coffey, throws him on the ropes. Josh Briggs hits him with a big boot, knocking him down now. And Josh Briggs gets him back up to his feet now, and Briggs throwing him across the ring, back into the corner. Briggs went for a tag, countered by Mark Coffey. And now Coffey grabs a hold of him, throws him into the corner. And Mark Coffey now grabs a hold of him, and head first into the turnbuckle goes Josh Briggs. Now goes from again, countered by Briggs, and Briggs grabs onto him now. Josh Briggs throws him into the corner. Goes for another tag, gets caught off guard again by Mark Coffey, and Coffey, massive choke slam. Mark Coffey looking to wrap this up. Pulls him in, countered by Briggs. Here we go, Cowboy is in. James Storm. In comes McDonagh now, and James Storm. Massive clothesline to JD McDonagh. Cowboy James Storm, a veteran of TNA wrestling. Good friend of Bobby Roode as well. Big takedown there. Of course, Roode and Storm, multi-time tag team champions together in the past in both TNA and early on in LS11 Universe. We saw them as the SmackDown tag team champions. Kick to the head now from James Storm. It's a leg drop as well. Storm has definitely stepped back into a more part-time role as a wrestler over the last couple of years. But now tonight we're seeing him apparently coming in for at least a favor here in NXT to take the fight to the Gallus boys and to JD McDonagh. As he drops an elbow on him, kicking him down again. James Storm knocking him down now, and now James Storm into the corner. Oh, and Gallus knocking him back. Briggs and Jensen coming around to be the cavalry here. As down goes Mark Coffey. And last call to JD McDonagh. 1, 2, 3. A roll through last call super kick seals the... And just like that, the trio of Josh Briggs, Briggs Jensen, and for one night only, James Storm pick up the victory. Great to see James Storm having a brief appearance here tonight. Not part of the NXT roster. Can't express that enough. I feel like I'm still going to get asked, though. Anyways, we got more action coming up next here on NXT. Well, folks, please welcome The return of the NXT General Manager after he had last week off at the Great American Bash with Cody Rhodes filling in. The glorious Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode is back after a brief vacation last week. Cody Rhodes, I feel like, did a great job as the interim GM last week. Had a very fun encounter at the Great American Bash. If you didn't see it, I very much suggest you go see what happened after Cody's brother Dustin came in for a one-night-only appearance to defend the NWA World Championship against Miles Bourne. Very much suggest you go see what happened after that match. But Bobby Roode does have another very special guest with him tonight, folks. And the surprises don't stop with James Storm. As the glorious one has made his way to the ring. So please welcome TNA's Director of Authority, Santino Marella. Power walking down to the ring like only he can. The DOA is in the house. Santino is here. Good evening, folks. It is great to be back, and it is great to actually come out to the ring to bring you all my announcements this week rather than just doing it from my office backstage. It is great to be out here, and it is great to have our very special guest tonight, TNA's Director of Authority, Santino Marella, here with us tonight as well. Santino and I have a few announcements to make regarding the upcoming NXT TNA merger in just a few weeks' time at Worlds Collide. Santino, why don't you tell them about it? Yes, well, thank you, Bobby Roode. It is great to be here tonight back in TNA, back in the NXT arena, here to talk about the upcoming Worlds Collide event, the end of TNA Wrestling, where we become one big NXT TNA bubble. And that is to announce that every championship will be on the line at Worlds Collide 2. We will see every title unified in some way, shape, or form, or a final champion of some kind crowned, with promise of that championship being turned into a future title match. And in that case, the first match we can announce tonight is that the Women's Tag Team Championships and the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, the NXT and TNA titles, will be reunified after the first Worlds Collide a few months back. And that is going to be in a Women's Tag Team Turmoil match to unify those titles. That is right. And also, the other title match we can confirm tonight is that the Ultimate X ladder match returns to crown the final X Division champion. And the final X Division champion is going to challenge for the new unified NXT champion, the undisputed NXT champion. They're going to challenge for that title at the next NXT Premium Live event after Worlds Collide 2, which will be No Mercy. And that first qualifying match for the 8-man Ultimate X ladder match starts right now. Alright, well, big announcements there from Roode and Santino. As now it is time to determine who will be the first man to join X Division champion Trevor Lee in that matchup at Worlds Collide 2. As we now know, the winner of the X Division ladder match is going to be the final X Division champion and will challenge for the NXT championship at No Mercy a few weeks after Worlds Collide 2. As here is All Ego Ethan Page, who you know is not in a good mood after what happened at the Great American Bash. If you did not watch the show, I was talking about this earlier. Ethan Page would ambush Dustin Rhodes after Rhodes' title defense against Miles Bourne and would call out Cody Rhodes for the fact that Page had not been booked on the Great American Bash card, only for TNA's Joe Hendry to appear from out of nowhere and take on Page in a one-on-one match, leading him laying with the standing ovation. As here comes his opponent. Here comes Eddie Thorpe to the ring. So Eddie Thorpe makes his way down to the ring. A big matchup here for him tonight as well. A chance to go on to his first NXT Premium Live event and fight to be the final X Division champion in that time as well. So Eddie Thorpe entering the ring. Wait a minute, Ethan Page. He's snug up behind Eddie Thorpe, but is he gonna... There it is! He was just waiting for the opportune moment to ambush him. As Eddie Thorpe now has to fight from underneath. But I think he's going to do just fine. As he just kicked Ethan Page in the face. Grabs onto him by the arm now, and Eddie Thorpe launches him into the corner. Taking him down there now, and Thorpe coming up the ropes now. Eddie Thorpe hits the ropes, and big knee strike takes down Ethan Page. Goes for another kick. Ethan Page back to his feet. Roundhouse kick knocks him back. Goes for another one. Eddie Thorpe gets knocked back now. Ethan Page kicks him again. Thorpe rolls out of the ring now. Ethan Page flexing over him now. Big forearm strike there, taking him down from Eddie Thorpe now. Grabs on Ethan Page. Page counters. Ethan Page grabs him. As Eddie Thorpe throws him on the rope now. Ethan Page pops him up and power slam. Taking him down. And now All Ego's got him down. The jackets come off. Eddie Thorpe struggles back to his feet now. Grabs onto him, lifts him up. Now Thorpe with Page up. Ethan Page in trouble now. Eddie Thorpe's got him up. And stun gun takes him down. Do a cover now. Taking him down here. Cover. Kick out from Page. Ethan Page staying in it now. Ethan Page gets caught. Eddie Thorpe now taking him towards the ropes. Throws him into the corner. Goes for him for a splash. Nobody home. Page right hook knocks him down. And now Eddie Thorpe right hook to Ethan Page. Knocking him back. Takes out the leg. Eddie Thorpe rolls through. Snapping the leg back of Ethan Page. Turns him over now with a kick now. And Eddie Thorpe grabs Ethan Page and takes out the arm. Thorpe now, a big drop kick, taking him down. Eddie Thorpe. Ethan Page goes down now. Ethan Page. Double knees into the back from Eddie Thorpe. Oh! Center face first on the mat there from Page. Ethan Page now goes for a right hook, sidesteps him. Gets caught now. Thorpe pulls him in, countered. Ethan Page kicks him in the ribs. Pulls him in now. Ethan Page into big boot. Takes him down. Now Page runs the ropes now. Ethan Page. Leg drop, misses him. Nobody home. For the count of 3. 4 count. Ethan Page gets caught with a big forearm. Eddie Thorpe goes for a rolling kick. Page out of the way. Ethan Page now runs in. Gets caught with a kick in the ribs now. And Eddie Thorpe hits him with a DDT in the center of the ring. Cover. 1, 2, no. Ethan Page is down. Eddie Thorpe going up to the top rope. Gonna look to fly. Went for a diving headbutt. Nobody home. Ethan Page kicks him in the head. And now All Ego pulls him in, getting him back up to his feet. Pulls him in again. He's up. And Ego's Edge. 1, 2, 3. Ethan Page is heading to Worlds Collide. Just like that, All Ego with the victory. Ethan Page scores the win over Eddie Thorpe, and Ethan Page finds himself now heading to Worlds Collide. We still got more action coming up next on NXT. Forsaken. You guys may have gotten out of the show a couple nights ago with our titles. You may have walked out of the Great American Bash, the new NXT Tag Team Champions, but Oba and I, we still got our rematch for those titles. We still got one more shot at those titles, and we are not taking it lightly. We didn't take you lightly before, and you still kicked our asses, but now we're really going to be ready for you. Now, we're coming for you. Now, we're going to take you to the limit. This time, we're going to push you past the limit, and this time, we are taking back our gold, and we are going to be the two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. You all want to have this little hostile takeover of NXT. You all want to come in here and you want to take this place and you want to try and run it like it's yours. Well, we ain't going to let that happen. We're not going to let you take over this show. We're not going to let you hold it hostage. Next week, the rematch. We're taking our gold back. We've got some more singles action coming up next here on NXT, as here comes the NXT Women's North American Champion, Julia, down to the ring. She managed to fend off against Piper Niven just a few nights ago at the Great American Bash, and now tonight she's looking for more action. We haven't seen Julia in action too much since her debut, but she's looking to change that now by having another match here. So Julia marching down to the ring tonight. She's going to be taking on another one of the young up-and-comers here in NXT. We also have a new NXT Women's Champion that we'll be hearing from after this. Fallon Henley we'll be hearing from after this matchup. We'll hear the explanation as to why she did what she did, using the brass knuckles to become the new NXT Women's Champion last week, a couple of nights ago. But Julia has made her way down to the ring. And here comes her opponent. One of the younger names, one of the newer names here in NXT. Her opponent tonight is, of course, Jasmine Nix, making her way down to the ring. We haven't seen too much of Jasmine Nix here in the LS11 universe since her arrival. We've only seen her had maybe 2-3 matches, possibly. And so now tonight, Nix has a big matchup on her hands here. A chance to go head-to-head with the Women's North American Champion. Here we go. Julia with a big drum kick taking her down. Sling blade now from Jasmine Nix. Big drop kick there, taking her down as well. Jasmine Nix now has Julia down, grabs onto her again, pulls her in, and kick in the face. Julia grabs her now, and Julia sweeping the legs, taking her down. Julia hits the ropes now. Julia goes for a drop kick, knocking her down. Hits the ropes again, and drop kick again. Oh, snaps the neck, does Jasmine Nix now. Nix grabs onto Julia, pulls her in. Jasmine Nix throws Julia over the top rope. Goes for a hook, countered by Julia. Now Julia grabs onto her, and massive headbutt, knocking her down. Comes back into the ring. Now Julia hits the ropes, and big knee strike knocks her down. Follows it up with a double axe handle. Julia's got her down now. Julia stomping away at Jasmine Nix again. Nix back to her feet, though. Big kick to the legs, knocking her down. Cover now. Julia's down. Cover. Kick out, though. Julia getting back up to her feet now, and Julia back to her feet. Turns her around, does Jasmine Nix, and now Jasmine Nix pulls her in, and knee to the face. Down she goes. Takes her down now, grabs the leg, and stomps out the leg. Does Jasmine Nix. Julia's down. Julia getting back up now. Julia takes out the arm. Julia hitting the ropes now. Julia goes in. Double axe handle, knocking her down. Julia putting the boots to Jasmine Nix now, kicking away at her repeatedly. Kicking the leg now from Jasmine Nix, taking her down. Getting Julia back up to her feet now. Goes for a big kick, and... oh, big penalty shot there from Jasmine Nix. Julia grabs her now, rolls her through. Small package, cover. 1, 2, no. Looks knocking her back now. Now pulls her in. Jasmine Nix. Oh! Big kick to the face there. Knocks down Julia into a cover. Has her down. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out from Julia. And now Jasmine Nix rolls the champion over. Grabs Julia by the leg. And Jasmine Nix steps on the leg of Julia, taking her down. Of course, Julia, the NXT Women's North American Champion. The Men's North American Championship will be on the line in the main event as Rhyno from TNA, former ECW champion Rhyno, crosses the line to NXT and challenges for the North American title in the main event. Julia getting back in the ring now. Julia running the ropes now. Julia goes for a baseball slide. Nobody home. Big kick there from Jasmine Nix. Sidestep from Julia. Julia scoops her up and spikes her down. And now Julia hits the ropes. Julia, double axe handle, knocking down Jasmine Nix again. Nix is down. Julia's got her now in some trouble here. Julia stepping away at Jasmine Nix now. Has her down. Julia picks her back up. Pulls her in now. Julia sends her off the ropes. Julia ducks her. Leapfrogs her. And German suplex, taking her down. Julia getting back up to her feet now. And now Jasmine Nix staggering, starting to get back up to her feet now. Jasmine Nix comes in. Julia takes out the leg now. And Julia kick to the ribs. Pulls her in. And drives her into the mat. Julia now into a cover. Hooks the leg on Nix for the 1, for the 2, for the 3. Just like that, Julia with the victory. The NXT Women's North American Champion picks up the win. Now then, Julia celebrating her win. Let's find out why. Oh, why did Fallon Henley do what she did? All right, well, with our main event on the horizon, here is the new NXT Women's Champion. The unexpected new Women's Champion, Fallon Henley, is here. Oh, wait a minute, though. There's Naomi. And Naomi taking her down. Naomi and Fallon picking right back up where they left off at the Great American Bash as Naomi picking her championship up and bashes Henley in the face with it. Naomi kicking her in the head now. Naomi taking down the champion. Naomi definitely not happy. She thought she and Fallon were friends. She thought they were friends, and then Fallon went and did that to her. As now Fallon Henley getting the hell out of here. Getting the hell out of Dodge. All right, well, as Fallon Henley and Naomi take off into the parking lot where nothing bad ever happens in NXT, it is time for the main event. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT North American Championship. As out first, here is the man beast, Gore, Gore, Gore. Rhyno storming down to the ring. I've seen Rhyno in WWE in many, many years. And now tonight he gets a shot at trying to win the North American title. As here is the North American champion, the man who banished Axiom this past Saturday. Jacob Fatu. So, Fatu and Rhyno. Here we go. Rhyno challenging tonight against the champion. The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks. Hurricane Rana from Fatu out of the gate, knocking back Rhyno. Now Rhyno collides with him. That's a lot of meat in this ring right now. Rhyno headbutt. And now Rhino's got him knocked back here. Rhyno pulls him in into off an abdominal stretch. Jacob Fatu taking him down. Sent on across the back from the North American champion. And now Rhyno pulling himself up. Rhyno coming back in, and Rhyno taking him down. Jacob Fatu now caught, and Rhyno slams him again. Rhyno's got him down, kicking him into the ribs now, goes for a kick in the back. Now getting him back up to his feet, grabs Fatu. Jacob Fatu throwing off the ropes. Rhyno goes for him, countered by Fatu. Now Jacob Fatu scoops Rhyno up, and Rhyno slammed down by Fatu. Jacob Fatu, another senton across the back. And again. Shout out to the Discovery team for the Rhyno mod, by the way. And Joe Mashups for the Jacob Fatu mod. And I say the Discovery team because I can't remember if Grix made Rhyno or if another member of the team made Rhyno. Now, Jacob Fatu firing away at him, taking him down. I think it was Grix, though. Because it's based on his Ring of Honor run. And Grix really does like his Ring of Honor mods. Which is not a shot at Grix by any means. You like what you like. As Rhyno with a big shoulder block, knocking him down. Into a cover now. Rhino's got him down. Kick out from Jacob Fatu. Now Rhino's got him on his shoulders now. Rhyno with Jacob Fatu. Stun gun taking him down. Rhyno getting fired up now. Could we see it? Whoa, Fatu! Hurricane Rana knocking him down now. And Jacob Fatu. Telling Rhyno, bring it. Fatu now. Hurricane Rana knocks him down. Jacob Fatu, wait a minute. Fatu dives out onto Rhyno, both of them down. Taking him down now, and Jacob Fatu. Taken down by Rhyno now. And, oh! Went for a headbutt, nobody down. Nobody home. For the count of 6, 7. Eight count. Gore! 1, 2, no! Thought we might have had a new champion there. Rhyno hit the Gore. 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 Jacob Fatu, headbutt takes him down. Follows up with another one. And there's a kick into the back now from Fatu. Grabs onto Rhyno, getting him back up to his feet. Fatu with a big punch there now, and Rhyno chops him back. Fatu slaps Rhyno. Rhyno chops him. Fatu answering back again. Fatu beating the holy hell out of one another of these two behemoths, but Jacob Fatu punches him in the back. Grabs onto him now. Jacob Fatu pops him up in the air. Samoan drop. And now Fatu to the top rope, and Jacob Fatu. Swanton! Why the hell can a man that big do a swanton? This man defies the laws of physics every day. Knocks down Rhyno, and now Jacob Fatu sits out on him. Shades of Umaga, I suppose, and whoa, wait for the moonsault. Rhyno out of the way. Rhyno grabs onto him now, and Rhyno sets him into the corner now, and Rhyno coming in hot. No. Fatu counters now, and Fatu countered by Rhyno. Rhyno hits the ropes himself. Rhyno went for a springboard. Jacob Fatu with a massive German taking him down. And the veteran Rhyno is down. Rhyno grabs hold of him now, and Rhyno with Fatu. Whoa, might have been looking for a second Gore. Gets caught with an uppercut. Popped up. Samoan drop. Into moonsault. What a goddamn transition. 1, 2, 3. What a transition into that. Oh my god, that was awesome. Sometimes I have to fanboy out a little bit at my own things. Don't even apologize for it. Jacob Fatu, a hell of a main event there. Rhyno showed he's definitely still got it. I wouldn't be shocked if even Raw and SmackDown were potentially looking to procure his services in the merger with TNA in a couple of weeks. Big matchup there tonight. Big win for Jacob Fatu. Alright, what the hell? Who forgot to pay the power bill in the Performance Center tonight? Oh my god. Oh my god! That's Matt Cardona! Matt Cardona from TNA just showed up, broke a light tube over the back of Jacob Fatu and him with radio silence, and Cardona has seemingly set his sights on the NXT North American Championship heading into Worlds Collide. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe. Is this the future of the NXT North American Championship? Is it going to end up around the waist, over the shoulders of a deathmatch king?